Okay, so now my choice of motherboards. As you can see there, I've actually got two motherboards. They're both Asus. The first one being the X79-Deluxe. Second one being the Asus Rampage IV Extreme. Now, there's a reason why I've got to choose between these two. The reason is that the Asus Rampage IV was my original upgrade from my Asus Rampage III, which exists in that computer. So that computer there is using an Asus Rampage III Extreme. The reason why, even though this was bought, say, about 5 months ago, why it's not actually in my computer, is because Asus Rampages 4s, even, Asus Rampage 4s, are prone to errors and hardware faults and whatnot. So this, Asus gave me a terrible box. This is actually a return from Asus themselves, and it's basically RMA'd. And from what I hear, a lot of people are having to RMA Asus Rampage IV Extremes. Apparently it's one of the most RMA'd boards in the known history of whatever. But yes, so this is actually a return, and I've been assured by overclockers that before it was returned to me, Asus would actually have tested this to make sure that it does actually work. So theoretically, I shouldn't get my problem again. But I don't totally trust that. I've got to be honest. I don't feel right about installing this board again. And that is where this board came in. This board was supposed to actually be the replacement to my Asus Rampage 4. You can't see it that well because of the silicone coating. You're going to be able to see it later when I actually get it out. But this actually has just as much RAM slots as the Asus Rampage 4, so it can take the whole of my 64 gig RAM. Some of the things that are omitting from it, no, the distance, you see, over here is where the H100i will sit, and the distance there is actually the same between the two. In fact, I think it's actually smaller on the Asus Rampage 4. And when you've got it turned up, it will always be on that side, I think. If I remember right. It shouldn't be on that side. I don't think it is. But anyway, so yeah, so the H100i should fit that board with its full memory installed. I hope. Because I think this is going to be my replacement. I mean, this one here, it's fully kitted out. Asus have brought back everything that was, you can hear it, everything that was in the case before. Though one thing I will moan about, my box that I sent to them was really nice. It was pretty much brand new condition. And this one is less than new condition. In fact, it's terrible condition. It's falling apart. And I wish Asus would redo their boxes when they send out RMAs. I mean, it's kind of unacceptable, to be honest with you, that I've been given a box that was lower quality than the one that I sent in. Much lower quality. I mean, look at it, it's falling apart. Pretty unacceptable. But, yeah, there you go, there's the Asus Rampage 4 backplate. Not that bad. This one has an added Wi-Fi card, though I won't, of course, be using that, because it probably wouldn't be that good. And also my home, well, my phone here gets network mobile, so I don't really need mobile, network Wi-Fi, so I don't need Wi-Fi from my computer because I get it for free off my network. So that's probably going to go unused, incredibly unused. There you go, see. Oh, there's an actual picture there showing you everything. You'll be able to see me installing this later, and I'll talk more about it and whatever cool stuff it can do. That's what I've got to decide as well, whether or not I want to install Windows 8. But it's not much of a desktop operating system, if you know what I mean. So I'm still questioning as to whether I should or not. I will also show you what's actually in this box later as well. I'll do a proper unboxing of that one. This one, the Asus Rampage 4, I'll do an unboxing of that one quickly as well in another video so that people can see what's actually in that one and everything and see my take on it. I mean, I'm the previous owner of Asus Rampage as well, so I know what I'm looking at and what I should be looking for, because as I said, that computer there is Asus Rampage IV Extreme. Anyway, that's my choice of motherboards. Those two. And it's most likely going to be the X79 due to the faults that I found in the Asus Rampage 4. But the 750D, from what I know, will support the Asus Rampage 4 at this point here, just before the grommet. That's what I made sure of before I bought this case. I made sure that an E86 case, an E86 board even, does not go up to this grommet here. Just, you know, I believe those grommets there, I mean those stands even, sorry, grommets, these are the grommets, these are the stands. I believe those stands there are some much bigger board. A workstation board maybe. I don't know. Either way, I'm thankful to report that the E86 doesn't go up to that. It goes up to just about that hole there. So just past the ATX, just there. Anyway, there you go.